Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dazzling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Happy Easter Monday, which I don't know. Like, what do you do on Easter Monday? Is Easter Monday even part of a celebration? Who knows? Anywho, yeah, we're still bank holiday here in the UK, chilling, relaxing, all cool, stretch. Shooting some people outside of school. It's been a while since I've done that, hasn't it? I've got some D&D today. The two campaigns have actually switched sessions today just due to some scheduling conflicts. I'm pretty sure this session is just going to be a big old battle, so we'll see. I don't know. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's, oh my gosh, Notion, why are you in my way? 5:57 PM on Monday, April 6th, 2026. Spring fishing tourney will be this Saturday. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this session, like, there's already 2 random encounters that we have carried over from last time. Which, you know, spoilers, one is a battle. If they don't get to it, I'm going to be shocked because I don't know how they would spend so long on the 3rd encounter. And then there's going to be a main encounter, which will be, I'm not sure which one I'm going to necessarily do. And I'm not sure if I'm going to introduce it yet. I think I'll introduce to it later, maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna sort of figure it out. We'll sort of vibe it out. But it's very interesting because we're basically coming up into a part of this D&D campaign where it's going to be very, very combat heavy compared to almost every other part. Where it's actually like you're in a lot of very frequent combat. You're going to have to ration your spells and your feature usage, etc., etc. And to be fair, I also have pre-warned the players in my campaign to be like, yes, this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be very combat heavy, this entire last stretch. Because I'm like, it makes sense. I mean, this entire person's story is about being the strongest, being like the thrill of a hunt, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm like, it would be absolutely nonsensical if I made it like a roleplay section. Like, this should be a combat section. How many combats are there? That's a secret, I won't say. But there are a certain amount of set combats which will happen. But it's more like, it's the combat either like with fill pieces, and then there's like set non-combat moments. Because I'm just like, well, also because at the same time I kind of want to advance other people's plot and story stuff. Whether they engage with the advancement of their plot or story, I don't know. But that is, I mean, that's not really for me to decide. That's for me to present and then for the players to decide how they engage with it. But yeah, I mean, it's a tried and true strategy, which I always spoke about previously, mainly with the other campaign of like how the overall arching arc of a story is following one of the player characters, but the other player characters have their stories interwoven in as well. Because it's not too fun waiting a really, really long time for your character arc to become relevant. But this one has been very focused on one character, so this is why I'm trying to interweave other plot points or other characters as well. The only difficulty is, which in some ways I do regret a little bit, is the fact that this is a very, very, it's very difficult to interweave plot points from other characters into this story, into this story arc. To be fair, I didn't intend for them to be doing this story arc at this point, so I'll give myself some credit. They're doing it earlier than I expected, where they have less resources, because I fully expected them. Well, I don't know. There could have been other ways, I suppose, to bypass certain things of it, but here we are, nonetheless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to plant it here, I think? Yes. This is an unbelievable amount of Lily of the Valleys. 7 years of Lily of the Valleys. Anyway. Yes. So I don't think that, like, there's not too much I've really prepped for a session. Like, there's these next 2 small encounters, the next main encounter, which I'm pretty sure I know which one I'm going to do. It's just, the question is, am I going to do this one now, or am I actually going to do a different one? So I think I want to drip feed bits and pieces of it. So I'm actually changing my mind live here on camera. To be fair, there's an hour and a half until the actual campaign session, so I got time to prep something else. But yeah, what else to talk about? Uma Musume, I pulled for Ballroom Saiyan Sky. Took 150 rolls. I pulled 3 Ballroom Fuji Kiseki Zomboe, which is a little bit insane, I would say, but so be it. Such as life for a frontrunner. I've been thinking about like what other future banners I need to pull on, and I was potentially planning on pulling on Nishino banner, Nishino flower, but then I was also like, I don't really play bases anymore. Like if I get the choice now, there's actually good choices for frontrunners and enclosers on everything except for sprint CMs, which are very rare. And Nishino flower is very much a front pace. That's like you can technically kind of use her for front, I think, if you use her with a random way or something, but I don't know. So I'm sort of debating if I actually want to pull her or if I'll just end up borrowing her instead. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Other games, I don't know, Genshin. New one's going to come out soon. Star Rail. I'm playing through the story right now, Star Rail. The latest patch update. I know the 4.2 special program is going to be this Friday. It's probably going to be quite a big one because I think it's the anniversary patch, right? Yeah, what else to already talk about? Nothing really. We had an interesting music league round this time, being about plot twists or genre twists. I've listened to it this morning, submitted it, and I was like, nice. There's some, I don't know, there's some songs I like in here, there's some songs which I'm a bit more indifferent on, to be honest. They're totally fine. But yeah, the one I submitted was more of a genre twist. It's a K-pop group, and if you know this K-pop group, you'll know. Like when I say like a K-pop group which has a random genre change-ups in the middle of their songs, like a mix-up, you might say. If you know the K-pop group, you know the K-pop group. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sort of like just from day to day. The weather's getting a lot warmer. It's nice and sunny outside. I'm sure we're getting into spring and summer times. Recorded some 9 Souls, have actually uploaded them. I need to actually start uploading them. I just went through like titling all the videos this morning. But yeah, slowly building back up that backlog. Because again, need to build them up for May. I got 1 month to build everything up. How many weeks ahead am I? I think I'm 2 weeks ahead right now again. So it'll be April, I think April 16th is when I'm ahead by. So this week and most of next week. I'm recording a lot of 9 Souls, mainly because I haven't finished the thumbnail arts for the other ones. Which I'll maybe be doing tonight. I don't really know, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Things are pretty relaxed and chill at the moment. I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm just sort of vibing, you know? Not doing anything crazy, just sort of being like, here we are. Nothing crazy. Just another day, you know? 4-day weekend. Very nice. That was a little bit long. 3-day weekend. Perfect. Frequent 3-day weekends would be perfect. But 4-day weekend, I'm also just like, what to do? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something to talk about, really. I was also, like, I was actually tempted to get Pokopia. And I was looking, just trying to be like, when do I think the Nintendo Switch 2 special editions are going to come out? Because I really want a nice Animal Crossing one. Because I tried to wait a very long time, I think, for the Switch. To get the Animal Crossing one released. But then, I can't remember. I can't remember what game made me get the Switch. I think it was Mario Kart or something. And I was like, I'm not going to wait that long. And a good thing I didn't, I think, because I think Animal Crossing got released, like, almost 2 years after the first Switch. When the Switch first came out, or something. If I waited till then I would have missed out on huge opportunities, I think, for playing on the Switch, especially for university time when it came out. Because I remember the first day it came out. My friend got it. I didn't buy it immediately because again I was waiting. And he played Breath of the Wild, and I just sort of like watched him play for like a few hours or something. That was kind of fun. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, it's probably going to be kind of a few years until the Nintendo ever But custom design Nintendo Switch 2's come out. I'm surprised I didn't do one for Pokopia, to be honest, but they're almost certainly going to do one for Pokemon Winds and Waves whenever that's releasing. When's that coming out? Pokemon Winds and Waves release. Probably not for a while. 2027. So yeah, a whole year. Animal Crossing probably is not even getting a game on the Switch 2. Which is going to be a shame, because maybe there'll never be an Animal Crossing Switch 2. But I'm just a little bit sad, you know, that I don't have the Animal Crossing Switch 1. Like, I love my Switch, don't get me wrong. Great memories of it. But the Animal Crossing design is also really nice. I don't know, they might release a new Animal Crossing game. Let's see. Animal Crossing series. What are like the gaps between each of the games? Because there's a really long one between the Wii version and... Oh, sorry, there's a 3DS one, isn't it? And New Horizons, 8 years. So 4 years from Animal Crossing to Wild World, 3 years from Wild World to City Folk, 4 years for City Folk to New Leaf. And then we did Amiibo Festival, Happy Home Design, I suppose, for. And Pocket Camp. Pocket Camp, I guess, is, you could consider it a mainline version. Then New Horizons 2. But New Horizons on the Switch 2 is exactly the same, so I wouldn't really count it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do make a new one. I don't know if I'll make it with the Switch 2 though, to be honest. But it looks like basically every 4 years we'll come up with a something version. So if we're counting New Horizons on the Switch 2 as another one, they probably won't come out with one until about 2030 or so, which is, that's far too long. It's possible though. That'd be really sad. Yeah. I don't know, this is going to be a really long time. It's going to be a monumentous day, I think, when that comes out. When it gets announced. I still remember the day it was announced. When it was back in that Nintendo Direct, and it was a fake out where it was like, oh, Isabelle's being invited to Smash, and I was like, that's still really cool, but I really want an Animal Crossing, and boom, Tom Nook epilogue. The only time I think I've jumped out my seat on a Nintendo Direct. To actually have Animal Crossing here. And now I haven't even played a game, I suppose, for many years. And you might be like, you played it literally every day for the past few years. I mean, I haven't really played it, to be honest. I've kind of just opened it up and sat in here for ages. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, this is just kind of what I'm doing. But yes. Yes. That's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I have an idea. So I'm just thinking about my D&D session. I'm just like, I think I should do a different major main encounter for this batch. And then I do another set of minor encounters before I do what my original planned main encounter is. We're gonna have a lot of encounters though if I do it that way. I wonder if that's too many. There's also like, how many sessions do I want this final area to take up? I have a number in mind. How long has this arc already been, I suppose? This pilgrimage arc. Let's see. We started 67. So it's been about 20 sessions. How long was that previous arc? The previous arc was about 10 sessions, and then they got about halfway through and bailed on it. So I think that's about right. Maybe it is fine if it's a bit more of an accelerated pace. Because I don't want to keep them on this arc forever, because it's, like, I mean, it's kind of interesting, but the thing is, it doesn't play very well into a lot of the character stories. It plays well into one character stories, but this is the player who doesn't care too much about the story. So I might do it on an accelerated pace, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but... Oh, that was actually an interesting idea, which I didn't even consider before. So maybe I will now. I didn't mean to sit up. Sit back down. Oh yeah, hold on. We can check the ABD again. So I thought this sash that we're wearing... is meant to be something that we can buy during this season. Wikipedia... Sash? Not sash, a prom sash. Nook shopping from April 1st to April 30th during a prom Nook shopping seasonal event. can only be ordered from a catalogue while the season's ongoing. Because I checked this, I mean, I couldn't see it. What's this called? Prom sash. It's a backpack item, isn't it? But yeah, how do I get other colours for this? Special goods? What is this? I don't know. Maybe I'm just meant to trade with other people to get this, but I'm like, oh well, I'm not doing it. Nook's shopping seasonal event. I thought it was like every day you get a different one. Or maybe it's not in America. Maybe it's only in America or something. Oh, it's only in America. How do I even get this then? I have no idea how I even got this. It's not even a global thing. Oh well. NBD. I mean, to be fair, prom is also not really a thing. Well, I mean, prom is kind of a thing. But it's not like a... There's like the Leavers Ball is kind of what it's called. It doesn't seem to have the same sort of vibe as Roman homecoming or whatever in America. I don't mean that in a dismissive tone. I mean that more in an ignorant tone when I don't really know. But yeah, I think I'll do a slightly accelerated pace, because I think it'll be more engaging. I don't want to bog them down with, I mean, they're already going to have so many encounters. Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. I've changed my mind on how I'm basically shortening it a little bit. Because they're probably going to have, like, oh man, there's like already a lot of encounters, so we'll sort of see. Anyway, I'm going to round this episode off here. I spoke about nothing. I don't know what I spoke about today, but if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. I didn't even speak about Lorelei and Nail Size. I guess I'll do it tomorrow. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.